That's right, today is unboxing day. I mean unbagging day, but before we dig into my package, we label people, don't we? Black, white, rich, poor, smart, slow. People attach labels, and those labels reflect and affect how others think about our identity. Unfounded assumptions and stereotypes come with those labels. I was constantly labeled an epileptic, so I don't like labels. Probably because I'm an epileptic. That's probably why I was labeled an epileptic. But no, I have friends that are Republican and friends that are Democrat, and there's people that's like a badge of honor. I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, right? And then there's, everything in between. There's progressive, whatever, yada, 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 whatever the hell you want to call yourself. I'm just not a label guy. And I wrote a joke yesterday in regards to Donald Trump and some factual information, and I sent it to all my friends, no matter if they were Democrat, Republican, progressive, whatever the hell they like to label themselves, because they know me. They know what I do on YouTube, and I wanted feedback in regards to the joke before I did it on my channel to let me know if it was worth a damn or not. And unfortunately, I had somebody that told me they don't, and that's unfortunately because you have people that are Republicans that are on the Trump train and not the Republican train, right? So they don't give a shit what he does. And trust me, I understand there's people that didn't want to vote for Hillary Clinton. It's not like she has a personality. But we should be able, no matter what our political affiliate is, to look at something and know when it's pretty, you know what I'm saying? So it honestly upset me that I wrote this joke and I sent it out to this person and I just wanted some feedback. And because they're so ingrained in being a Republican, they couldn't let me know if the joke was any good. Joke wasn't about Republicans. It was just about Donald Trump and some factual information. And what throws me off is this is the kind of guy that's okay with us spending $700 billion on the military system, the industrial military complex, and then, 25 million on the wall, which we know isn't a wall. It's going to be a chain link fence, for Christ's sake, okay? And we have something called technology. I'm not saying don't spend money on border security. Don't get me wrong. Spend money, but we don't need to make a wall. We can make all kinds of things. We have technology, right? And let's be honest, it would be a chain link fence. It wouldn't be a wall, okay? So you have people that are okay with pumping that much money into the industrial military complex and for a wall. But meanwhile, fuck education. Meanwhile, this guy's pushing carts at a grocery store, okay? I don't know. I would just think, don't you want your kid to do better than you when you're 33 to 34 years old and you're living with mommy and fucking daddy and you're married and you have a kid? Instead of being so gung-ho to send your kid off to the military, how about you be gung-ho for some education in this country? Just saying. So unfortunately, that's the person I sent the joke to. I guess I learned a valuable lesson. He's like, don't talk about my family again. Nobody's talking about your family. I'm talking about 717, was it billion for the military, and 25 million for a wall. And let's not forget fucking Space Force. What is that, 8 billion? Okay, you're okay with all that. You're pushing fucking grocery carts, living with mommy and daddy who listen to fucking Fox News. I don't know. Why don't you pull your head out of your ass for a minute and go, when my kid grows up, I don't want him to be 33 to 34 years old, pushing fucking carts, married, living with his mom and dad watching Fox News. I want a better future for him. But fuck it, I can send him to the military. Because we put plenty of money into that. And not really, because we don't pay those young men and women. Oh, don't worry, I'm still going to get into these. But I want to talk about this. Forget this has anything to do with Donald Trump. Forget that Donald Trump said this. Forget that you're Republican. Forget that you're Democrat. Pick any president that we've ever had in the United States that's Republican or Democrat, and I just want you to think about this for a second. How fucked up is it in America when a guy has a guilty verdict of 5 counts of tax fraud, 2 counts of bank fraud, 1 count of hiding a foreign bank account, and the President of the United States comes out and says, I have such respect for this guy, and then thanks the guy for not flipping on him. Can we just think about that for a minute? take your political affiliation out of it, doesn't that seem just a little screwed up? The answer is yes, it's pretty screwed up. And then there's this. So Donald Trump takes to Twitter, and he takes a Twitter shot at Michael Cohen right after the guilty plea. That's interesting. And on Twitter, he says, if anyone is looking for a good lawyer, I would strongly suggest that you don't retain the services of Michael Cohen. Why? Because you retain the services of Stormy Daniels? Those damn home equity loans always come back to bite you in the ass. Anyway, on a lighter note, Ariana Grande. Doesn't that sound like something I should be ordering at a Starbucks if I was ignorant enough to pay $7 for a cup of coffee? And if you're not guilty of something, why would you say, thanks to the guy that didn't flip on me? Let's just think about that for a minute. Do honest people talk like that? The answer is no. That's like if my buddy Wayne gets convicted of a crime, and then for whatever reason, I decide to get on Twitter and go, you know what? Thanks for my buddy not flipping on me. I'm not saying there's any Russian collusion. I'm just saying honest people don't talk that way. No less, Trump said everybody would be very poor if he's impeached. Once again, who talks this way? And I'm already poor. Don't you see the damn toys all over the wall? And let's not forget the video games and this Pokemon. Shit eater should crawl in the sewer, take that Pokemon and die. Speaking of shit eaters, why would people label you a shit eater in your comment section? Oh yeah, that's right, because they have low self-esteem. And speaking of shit eaters, let's talk about the gaming community in Battlefield 5 once again. You know, everybody got outraged because there was women on the battlefield of my front line. Oh, wait a minute. It's not about the women. It's about being historically accurate. Okay. And now the pre-orders are low, and clearly it's because of social justice warriors. Or maybe because of one of the biggest websites that pre-orders video games called Amazon only has it as a digital pre-order. Before we freaked out and blamed everything on social justice warriors, did we think about that little tidbit of information? The answer would be no, because the gaming community likes to overreact with drama. One person flips out about it, next thing you know, it's trending news, and well, we know how YouTube works. So the shit-eaters that like to regurgitate video game drama, of course, regurgitate it. And here's the thing, I know some of you thought a porn star was gonna take down Donald Trump, but you gotta wait for the STDs to finish their work, people. And just so I'm real clear, so I don't have to hear this shit down in the comments below, I'm not about taking anybody's guns away, but I do hear a lot of conservative people, since people like to have labels, and the people that I hear say guns don't kill people kill people, are conservative. Okay, we're just going to slap that label on people since they like that label. Here's the deal, since guns don't kill people, and people kill people, I wrote something down here. So when an illegal alien kills somebody, why aren't we still saying people kill people? Why now are we saying, illegal alien killed somebody? It's still a person, so people kill people. Oh, because we like labels. Some of us just love getting a label attached to us. And of course, politicians love those labels, because then they could politically divide us. So real quick, before we get into these packages, it took investigators 34 days to find a body of a University of Iowa student. It took less than one day for Donald Trump and other politicians to politicize it. And like the young girl's aunt said, just remember, evil comes in every color. Apparently even orange. Hell, 2 days ago I got on Amazon, and you couldn't even get a physical copy to pre-order of Spider-Man. They only have digital on there. So if the Spider-Man orders are low, in regards to pre-orders, are we going to flip out about that? Oh no, because there was never like a social justice warrior thing to begin with. That whole narrative was there. Anyway, I do have some good Donald Trump news before we unbox this shit. You want to hear it? Donald Trump deports last Nazi war criminal in the U.S. back to Germany. This might upset some people, though, that buy tiki torches and khakis. Although you might want to send them too, along with Antifa. And with that said, let's get into this unboxing. This one's already cut open. I've already removed the shrink wrap. What do we have here? How do you even say this? I don't even know how you say this. Exiom Verge? Is that how you say it? I don't know. You know, maybe if we would have pumped a little bit more money into the educational system, I'd know how to say this. Or if I wasn't an epileptic, who knows? Anyway, it came from Amazon, and only this part right here is messed up, so that's not too bad. Here's the back of it, guys, right there. And here's what it comes with. Game cartridge, Blu-ray documentary, produced by 2PP, with 5+ hours of extras, exclusive art book, double-sided poster with world map and weapons and items, and an official CD soundtrack. So let's open this bad boy up real quick and check it out. I removed the cellophane so we can do this quickly. So, we've got the making of documentary, which is 5+ hours. So there's a lot of you that don't have an attention span for that. Then you've got the original soundtrack. That's pretty badass. And that's what that looks like. It's a compact disc, kiddos. I know you don't know what those look like either. Then we've got this, this is the map poster thing. Yeah, so we got a little poster here, but the back side of it is a map, which is good if you want to screw it up, because I don't know if it keeps these areas when you're playing the game. I heard something in regards to it doesn't keep it like Castlevania or Metroid. It doesn't keep where things are, so maybe this map is actually helpful for you that want a map and want to buy physical media right there. So, yeah, something like that. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but clearly you figured that out in the first 10 minutes of the video. And then we've got an art book, okay? That's awesome. There's the artwork. I can't speak. And here's the thing. If you like Metroid or Castlevania, you're probably going to like this. And I'm going to be honest, since people like to give out labels, I'm not a real gamer because I've never beat Metroid or Super Metroid or whatever the hell it's called on the Super Nintendo. I know I feel bad. I've bought that digitally on the Wii U, but who wants to play a Wii U? You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Nintendo can bring that to the Nintendo Switch, or I can actually buy a cartridge of that, because I have the desire to beat that game. I don't have the desire to beat the 8-bit original game for some reason, but... And then, of course, this cool set, unfortunately, does not come with a book. It would have been nice. Obviously, they're going to pack in the separate retail version with this special edition, because maybe they sell it this way or are going to sell it this way, and that's just cheap. It cuts costs down, but it would have been nice to see this version right here with all this great stuff in the box come with an actual book for your game. So that's a little disappointing. And we've got one more here. Let's see what it is. I know what it is. It's another Nintendo Switch game. So I gotta go take my girlfriend to the dentist. Might as well pull out the Nintendo Switch, sit in the parking lot while she gets her teeth cleaned. So we got Portal Knights. So let's open that up real quick. Does it come with a book? I'm gonna go with no. But can you believe it? More physical media with no book. Fantastic. Now, from what I understand, this is 60 frames per second and in 4K on the Xbox One X, and I would have liked to get it on there, but I probably never would have played it as much. I figured, you know, that portable aspect just grabbed me, and here's why. Because eventually I'm going to get my girlfriend a Nintendo Switch. We can play this in the meantime at 30 frames per second on here. I think at 1080p, I'm not sure. And then when I'm not playing it, hey, she's got a game to play. And so I've been buying these games that I think she would play or I would play. So when I'm playing something else, she could just grab a Nintendo Switch game, and she's already got a library. So yeah, Portal Knights. And for those of you that saw my unboxing video the other day of Return of Double Dragon, which is not Super Double Dragon, which somebody wanted to kind of correct me or fill me in on that. It's basically the same game, okay? Except for this one supposedly is a little easier. I think the bombs do less damage, and there's actually a music option in the options where you can listen to the music, which is super cool. I didn't give this game a chance back in the day when Final Fight was out, even though Final Fight was only one player, and Streets of Rage was out on the Sega Genesis. Because I played the American version, I just didn't like it, which from what I hear is a little tougher. And there was just something about it at the time. But since then, I had ordered a Japanese version. Didn't beat it because, of course, you share each other's continues. Didn't like that. Need to get a Game Genie code. But I do have the Super NT. If anybody's out there has a Super NT and know of any Game Genie codes that work in it now, because they did update it so it looks like it has a Game Genie thing inside it yet that I have not used, let me know. I did beat this though, super cool, but there's like no storyline whatsoever, which is crazy. And then all of a sudden you get to the end and you're like fighting a bunch of people, so you know you're at the end because that's what games do. Everybody that you fought throughout the whole different stages are all of a sudden at the end, and now I'm fighting all of them, and I'm fighting what appears to be a boss character, but they're not that big. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then all of a sudden I kill him because I've killed everybody else, and then the game ends and the credits roll, and that's it. And then the game just, boom, it's just froze in that state. So, does that happen on the American version of Super Double Dragon? Let me know in the comments section down below, because that's actually information I'd like to find out without having to look for it. But anyway, I heard that this version right here is not working in regular Super Nintendos. Let me know that too, anybody that picked this up. Is it not working in a 1-chip, not working in a 2-chip? Does it work in a Super Famicom with the adapter? I didn't bother to try all that because I have the Super NT hooked up. So, yeah, not going to go through all that. So there you go. And I picked up Legend and tried to play that yesterday and beat that all the way through. It at least gives you constant continues from what I could tell, and I think I was at the second to last stage, but you only get 3 guys, but you do get bonus lives that you pick up in barrels in this game. This game was fun. I heard somebody review it that I liked their reviews, but they did a Steam review of this and they said it was kind of slow. It was not slow. After playing Double Dragon and playing this, I didn't think this was suddenly slow. I thought Double Dragon was going to ruin my experience with this game, but it didn't. I enjoyed this, but unfortunately I had to turn it off because, believe it or not, I have a life and I had something to do. So with that said, guys, that's today's unboxing. I'm talking fast because I gotta go. I gotta take the girlfriend to get her canines cleaned. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a real bitch. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day.